And welcome back to another vlog. As you guys saw in the cinematics, we are obviously not in Florida. It's about 40 degrees out, rainy and cold. But here's the new gem. So this is Dylan, everybody. You guys might know him as D-Rig on Instagram. I'll drop it down below as well as right here. And he told me he was looking for a chaser. He told me that there was one in Texas, and I said, let's make a trip. We came out here, bought it, kind of got it all set up. It is a Tour V. We'll break down a little bit more once we get to the shop we are going to. And then we are also going to introduce you another guest star of today's show. So if you can hear me a little bit, yeah, Tour V, green, auto. We'll break it down in a little bit. We're gonna grab some drinks at this QT where gas is cheap compared to us Floridians. It's like $4.20 for premium, but yeah, so pretty cheap. I'll catch you guys in a couple. It's been a couple hours. Obviously, if you watch the Instagram stories, well, you'll know where we're at. But if you know Largest Orange, Mr. Dylan Man on Instagram, he's got a bunch of crazy different swaps. He let us so kindly come by today, pick us up, and
I'm ready for them to go home.
Now he wants us to stay for a bunch more years.
I do.
But yeah, he put us to work today. So full harness and everything is out of this Z370, and basically everything was inside. Now everything's gone. So I'm gonna let him give you guys a little bit of a tour of the shop, because I know you guys are very interested and to know what's going on, what's planned. So here we are.
I don't really know where to start. Everything's kind of in fucking pieces. So
We'll just go one by one, you know. This one's a little TikTok broke the internet.
No,
The Cloudmobile.
I wouldn't say that. It was just some stupid idea that I did. I mean, this car was definitely rushed, but V1 of it, if you want to say.
Yeah, perfect.
It's definitely hit a spot in people's hearts, whether they love it or hate it.
And what, you had the FD knowing you were gonna do this or no?
Kinda. I mean, it was always a joke. I had a coolant leak, so I had to do the EGR delete on it. So the car sat for like 7 months. Ended up getting the bumper and the headlights for $250, so I couldn't pass that up. And then I mocked it up. I first mocked it up, and then the picture kind of blew up to a certain extent.
You
so
said,
like,
why not?
Fuck, I was fuck you. So somehow, like a few months later, I ended up finding somebody selling the hood and the fenders. I was about to order them through Toyota, and it was like $4 grand. And I found the hood and fenders for $750.
And are these stock fenders?
Yeah, so they're stock fenders. I got to redo some stuff on it, but basically this is FD fender. The wrap's coming up right here, but this is FD fender, and then it's molded in right here. And then, God, zoom in on that. I didn't. The cabin's a little bad, so I couldn't rewrap that. But this is the only thing that's like aftermarket on it. I just used probably like 1/8 inch steel.
True.
Probably a little thinner than
Boxed
that.
it in or something.
Yeah, just kind of get it. I wanted to do like the, you know, the R34, the Z-Tune.
Oh yeah, where it sticks out past the bump
Kind of want to
fender.
do something like that, but just to get it going at first, because I had no idea what I was doing. Obviously, there's a lot of stuff I need to do. The only way to fit the hood was to run the hood latches reversed. So instead of them hiding under the fender, they had to be here. So that's another thing I want to figure out. I don't know if I'm gonna do like a plastic cover to cover the whole section, or extend it out this way to hide under the fender. But that's kind of on the list of things that need to happen. So I'm nervous. They have tsunami stretch, or Sudami.
Tsunami stretch?
Sudami stretch. That was not intentional.
It's funny, actually, I don't think a lot of guys are gonna know what this is.
Really?
Yeah, even the stance guys. I think, I don't know, it scares me to put my finger in there, but yeah, you can fit them all up in there. I don't know, it's a style.
Yeah, I mean, it was
accidental style.
Intended, but I rebuilt the face, or the wheels with the faces, because I had some Vienna Courages. So I swapped the faces around, sold the other wheels, and then these tires were debeaded, so I was assuming they would fit because the guy had them on the wheels. And then when I went to go beat them on 3 of them beat it. This one didn't. And I was like, fuck it, I paid for this. I might as well just keep the wheels on. So the car is essentially just sitting on the wheels. The car does run. It's still rotary. And I don't know if it'll stay rotary or not. But I need to get a new ECU because it's bogging out.
Everyone go tell him 4-rotor. No, actually, he told me what he wants to put in it, and it's actually like super sick.
But I mean, it's pretty basic for the rear end. Origin molded over fenders. I think they're 50 mil. I think they're 2 inches.
They're wide boys.
Eventually, I want to go a wider kit. Origin side skirts and then Origin rear bumper. This wing's off of NSX. It's a APR wing, and I kind of just mocked it up because I haven't decided if I want to keep it. I really enjoy the look from the rear end.
I'm gonna come on this side.
The front end, I'm kind of like 50-50 on, but I think once I do what I was saying with the rear end of the car, and I go crazy and do the engine I want to do into the car or whatnot, I think it will flow a lot better. But it was a free wing to me, so that's another story.
I think it fits good, actually.
Yeah,
it's really well.
It's purely mocked up, so it's not exactly where it's going to be set, but right now it fits the over fenders almost to a dime. It's not perfect right now.
Yeah,
but it's pretty. So I'm just like, is it going to look good with how wide I'm going to make the car, or
it still looks small? If we go in wider, it still might look small, but
I don't know. We'll see. This is the only car that I'd like to put a wing on. Besides, I mean, the 32 is going to stay 326, but
we'll talk about that in a minute.
Chaser is going to stay flat. Interior is pretty much dog duty right now. I was kind of reamping it.
New seats, ultras.
Got these just in the mail yesterday. I only brought one in because I had to pick you guys up this morning.
Clutch.
And then these mirrors came with that SV part out because I was too lazy to paint or wrap my mirrors black. So I just threw these on because I've posted so many pictures with the car without mirrors and it just looked retarded. So
I'm with it.
Yeah.
All right, I guess we'll talk about this thing next.
The Chaser. Yeah, so it's on 4 different wheels right now.
1, 2, 3, Chaser stock, and a Bugle.
But yeah, this came with the car, obviously. That one was from a good buddy in Washington, which I'm going to make into a table. Have another wheel over there that I'm going to make a table as well. And then this one was from SC300 that I parted out. It's like a RPF 1 style, but it's a 3-piece. It's a 1-piece welded, actually. So
it actually has hardware?
The back end. It's real hardware,
oh,
yeah,
true.
but it's the back end's welded on it.
And that's donut. But yeah.
That's a G donut.
How'd you obtain this thing? Because you had it for what, a couple months now?
Yeah, I bought it in Washington. So I moved down from Washington to Texas about 5 months ago. 4 months ago, and I have family obviously there, so I went back for Christmas. I was looking to buy one of these. I was messaging a few people. I almost bought the one that he actually bought today.
The one outside?
Yeah, that was weird how that kind of came upon you. Yeah. But it's cool. I'm glad you guys are here. And I'm glad you got a smoking deal on yours. I feel like I got a really great deal on mine.
Yeah, no,
mine came on all RPF ones, and then I traded those with cash for the Equip. And that's what was on this car. And I kind of sold her wheels, my girlfriend's car wheels, to a buddy. And it's kind of just wheels moving around, trying to figure out the best wheel for the car. And he was gonna drive that, so I threw wheels on it because I'm not driving this right now. And then now my car's looking like shit, and her car looks cool, but neither of them are driving, so it doesn't really make sense.
True. But I think we gotta start off with the hood. You gotta pop the hood. Show the people what we got going.
It's
because not only is this color like, it's dirty right now, but the color is crazy. It's off of what? It's a
Mystic Chrome Cobra color. And made it in like 2003, 2005.
But yo.
So lots of titanium. Bay's dirty.
Titanium everything.
Flex.
No, yeah, it's a big flex, and the fact that the titanium is the same color as the paint, that it matches perfect. On top of intercooler piping as well.
Yeah, and then full titanium downpipe back exhaust. So I mean, there's a lot of money to just exhaust and the paint work. It has a Origin Labs kit on it. The hood, pretty unique as well.
It's got a brake booster vent.
Yeah, brake booster vent. I'm with it.
And I mean, I think this car is perfect how it is. The only real plans are getting a wheel that fits it perfect.
And slide it or enjoy it and drive it, or?
I think that's going to be more the sliding car until I learn how to properly drift. 'Cause, I mean, I had my last shop, I had like the parking lot, I had Z's and whatnot, but I haven't like fully grasped drifting on track and trusting that with tandeming and whatnot. So, but I don't know. I mean, I might make that car too nice in my mindset to where I don't want to beat it up, and I'll just take one of the Z's or G's that I get on the daily.
Yeah, exactly. Yo, also down below, hit the man up if you want GZs, if you're selling any, or if you want parts.
Definitely.
Need engines, need body panels, need shells, need anything. I mean, buys and flips them, gets you good deals, and we'll help you out, find parts and stuff. But
yeah, this one's getting ready to go. We stripped it today. The reason to strip it down to this, because I mean, usually I get to like 2/3 of stripping them, and then the time that I'm sitting on the shell, it just makes sense to get a new one. So this car is going, but we stripped it down so much because that S14 in the background is basically going to get the heart of that 370Z. I'm kind of in the toss-up of taking the time to do the 32 build or do the S14 build, because I kind of have like, I'd say about 60% of what I need for both cars. I mean, realistically, it's just making the wiring harness work and then getting a driveline. I already have the motor mounts. Pretty sure I'll be able to use a Z or G radiator. It's just gonna be little things, but I have everything to put it in the car and whatnot, and then just figuring out what I can run from the 370 and what I'm gonna need from the S14, and then I guess skipping some.
And then the 32, right? It's a little bit everything.
One more thing on this, like I was saying, this car is ideally perfect. Like, ideally one day I'll drift it. But I mean, this was kind of like a car that I really wanted, but it's also an investment at the end of the day, because these cars are going up in value. But I'm pretty much not going to change anything on the car.
And it's got pulled rears. Wish I could show you guys this kit. Let's see if I can squat by here. All right, well, I don't know if I cut it short, but I destroyed his 326 ring. No, it cut it short. I cut it right when it happened, but I thought it was bolted on. But yeah. No, this thing is sick.
Knocked out.
No, I'm not.
Everything's just mocked up.
Everything is right. It's all fake. They're actually no. Yeah, there's nothing actually. These cars don't.
Take the wing for this car off and knock that one off.
Yeah, no, I thought about it. Look, I'll come around on this side and we'll talk about this 32 then. 32 coupe.
Yeah, I got the shell for after kind of throwing stuff around, swapping wheels, selling the harness for the RB25, and soon to be selling the kit up there to my buddy Kevin in Washington.
What kit is it? In case people want to hit you up.
Origin Labs. Alright, it's called for.
Oh, true. He's buying it. Okay. But
yeah, this car is basically free to me as it sits right now. Besides the Blitz, obviously I'm not that good at what I'm doing.
Nah.
These Blitz were on the orange G70Z that I have in Washington, and then they were on the FD for a while, and then I wanted to be ignorant, so I put 19s on it. It's not gonna be forever. It's just kind of like a temporary thing. And then I threw them on this because I like the wheel spec, and I like these wheels on the car, so I kind of wanted to find a kit that fits these wheels.
But clean title coupe. Came as a shell.
It was a really clean car coming into the States. The quarters were unmolested. There's dings and thin sheet metal that's been dicked around, but other than that, it's relatively straight for a car that's, what, 30 years old, so you can't really complain.
You want to tell? Do the people know what this is getting yet, or no?
Yeah, I mean, the drivetrain's right over here. I parted out an SC300 and almost recouped my money back so far, and this came in the car. So it's a GE bottom end with a GT top end. List of parts that have been added by the previous owner, and then it came with the brand new CD09 as well. That's already has the Collins adapter kit, shifter, JZ bell housing. So realistically, once I get the motor mounts, it's just like the S14. I just need to get wiring. It's ready to fuck.
Dude swaps everything.
No,
G70Z, Mark IV FD, 32 with the JZ.
No,
That's a whole lot of rhyming.
Make it look cool for Instagram. I wouldn't say anything's running. This thing runs. I didn't work on this one. My buddy Marvin worked on that and did the EGR delete on me for me because I don't know how to do aluminum and shit.
I feel you. I feel you. But no,
that's done for me.
This thing is gonna be cool.
Yeah,
and you looking for any specific parts? Because I know maybe some of the dudes that are watching this and stuff might have some 32 stuff.
Probably that
Headlight,
headlight.
headlight. Okay, passenger headlight, but.
A kit. I want a BN kit for the car. I don't know which BN kit. I would love a blisters kit, so everything's blisters, but the blisters is hard to find, and it is stupid wide. So just something smooth. Probably 50 millimeter overs. Probably same for the fronts. I don't know how crazy it looks on a 32 body. 50 millimeter overs. I know. Looks decent.
Like 75.
What?
No.
75?
I was just gonna camber.
I feel like 35 would kit. 35 would clear.
Wide body.
True. I feel you. I feel you.
I just want this thing to be subtle, black with what I was saying earlier.
Yeah.
Keep the orange vibes to it.
Some surprises.
Do crazy power on that engine. Yeah, probably 4s, maybe.
Oh yeah, that'd be nice.
It can hold a lot more, but I don't want to dump money into this car. I just want it to be a quick refresh of the car. It was an RB25 car, now it's gonna be JZ. So just get it rolling. I don't want something to be a long-lasting project. It's just me right now working on my cars. I have some buddies that are gonna come out and help me with.
And with these $50 flights, might have to couple weekends out here. I'm saying, dude. But yeah, no, this thing.
30 rack, I got
I'm saying. But
yeah, I mean, other than that, it's basically just a rolling shell. It has Cusco coilovers, the wing on it.
And you plan on doing S chassis suspension,
yeah,
right?
so that's another thing.
And for anybody that doesn't know, you want to explain why?
Because of the stupid double wishbone. If you get rid of the wishbone and convert it to all S chassis, because it's basically very similar in the geometry, and it'll save you about 50 pounds.
Geometry, stanceology.
Yeah, that's what you went to.
Yeah, it's my degree. I got my degree in stanceology. But I think it basically just moves. You move the strut tower, you cut them out or something,
like right here.
and then you just put a knuckle with a coilover, get rid of the upper control arm.
Plate, however you want to do it. I've seen people replace this whole section. I've seen people just replace part of it. Obviously, I want to do the most structurally sound, so I'm not going to do it myself. I'll get somebody to do it. I have a buddy that wants to come out here and help me do all like the intercooler piping and all the fab work for it. So I just got to get a welder in here. I'm supposed to get a lift in here soon.
I'm with it.
It's definitely going to speed up the process of
Big moves. And I know you guys like what you're hearing, so go, everybody go comment and tell him he needs to start up a channel, because I know everybody wants to hear
Or
it.
don't.
No, yeah, just tell him, give him a little motivation, but.
This is my girlfriend's car. She stole my wheels, obviously, so. Pretty much stock SC. It's super clean, black interior. KBD kit.
KBD kit.
BC coilovers. And a auto.
Simple.
Nice little daily. She got it for a really good deal. She has the G2, which is in here right now, which
37,
sucks because her
37 sedan, right?
Yeah. So that thing's bagged all-wheel drive.
And then this thing. It's a spaceship.
Car I built to my parents' driveway like 3 years ago. That's how I kind of started working on cars. My parents' driveway was steep like this, so you can just imagine how happy my parents were seeing this every day with 3 other parts cars. Hey, shout out to my parents.
Exactly.
They definitely blessed me with allowing me to work and my buddies to work on their cars too.
But yeah, this thing is crazy. How wide are these fenders or overs or?
3-inch.
They're metal overs, right? All of them. Bro, this thing.
Actually, so I was a dumbass and I strapped them by the wheels moving down here. So with the fitment being so tight, you see how this is kind of warped out? Look right here, it chewed it from bouncing up and down because it pulled it out. So it had like 2 degrees toe out. So it just ate the lip.
Oh my gosh.
Which sucks because I waited basically a year from 3-Piece US to send me these.
For these lips? Why? What are they, like 7-inch?
They're 8.5. So I had to wait a while, and then I've probably put 5 miles on these lifts. So just to see that kind of sucks. But I mean, pretty basic, just 20 degrees all around. Metal over fenders.
Yeah, pretty basic,
Well,
right?
I mean, shit, you guys, you Florida boys, you're crazy. And this thing has a coupe IPL front end, and then also the rear bumper was molded to a coupe IPL rear bumper.
And so for anybody that doesn't understand what he just said, it's a sedan with a front end swap.
Oh, coupe, yeah. And after seeing the car wrapped, you can kind of see like imperfections. I'd like to redo some stuff on the rear bumper. It's not perfect, but ideally the car was never supposed to be perfect. It was just like the car that I started on and then stopped working on, and then I was just like, damn, this is something that I loved at one time. I should probably put that for.
It's kind of like me with the LS. I bring over the imports.
Yeah,
I can start on something crazy, but started the channel.
That's what sucks about having so many cars and being like by yourself at this time, because like you see so much potential in one car, and then you're like, oh, I got a part for this car. So I kind of want to stack up stuff, get everything ready. That way I can just put all my effort in one thing. Oh, I just hurt my foot. Oh. So yeah, I mean, there's a few like the Z and whatnot, but those aren't really anything special.
This one's for sale.
That one's for sale.
8 beans, clean title.
Parts, yeah, and then that's a parts car. It's another parts car. Those two cars are leaving this week,
Parts car, parts car.
and I'm getting a lift in here, so soon.
But yeah, tell us a little about this, right? You did the tube like half or no?
I got the shell like this. I got the shell for free. Basically, I bought the shell with the CD09, and it came with some fenders. I got it for $1,000, really good deal on the shell. Bare shell, so the tax on the S chassis is real, even in Texas. So sold the trans, sold the fenders, and then actually made a couple $100 off the shell. So with that 370Z that just left, I basically stripped that down to bare shell. Kept this. This is the VHR 370Z. Has low miles. Was running really good before the crash. So, but I have the adapter kit for the engine and trans already.
This is gonna be slid, or what's the plan with this? I mean, it's just something you picked up.
Very low budget build that I might do cool shit to. What I'll probably do is I'll probably strip the paint off of it. Because I want to paint the bay anyways. I actually have it's like the 370Z, like the ruby red. I think it's a ruby red color code. It's like kind of like a burnt orange vibe, but I bought paint for that car before I moved down here, and I'm thinking I want to go a different route with that paint, so I might end up just painting this thing that color. So it'll be like a factory Nissan 370Z color, but added I think some yellow to make it more orange. So
True.
It's gonna be like a deeper orange with a bunch of pearl in it. Do the bodywork, pull like this quarter dent on
It all looks pretty clean though.
yeah,
It's like paint cracking and stuff.
Shell, interior's bare, so I'm gonna try to use like the dash of the 370Z. I'm gonna try to get that to work. I'm in very good hands because the neighbor across the street from me does all interior work, so hopefully he's gonna be able to help me kind of stitch this all together. But other than that, I need a kit for it eventually, but like I said, low budget to a certain extent, so it just depends how much I enjoy the drivetrain and the shell. Kind of heard mixed feelings on the drivetrain, but not too many people have actually done it. The issue is the clearance right here to the firewall, so I don't know if I'm gonna have to do some banging. I was talking to Fresh Kicks about this, and he was telling me that the view, because I asked him about the YouTube video and he was just like, yeah, I went with the HR because there wasn't really a big difference for keeping it or turboing it, but NA there is advantages, so I'm gonna keep this car NA. Obviously it's gonna be a low budget,
Light chassis too.
light chassis, exactly. So it'll be a fun build, definitely. Hopefully I can find glass for inexpensive. I'll probably just get what's it called, the sheet metal, like the LRB style panels for the interior. Get some bucket seats for it. Get the dash and center console for the 370Z to work. And we'll just play it by ear. So,
Word. Always a big thank you.
Yeah.
Picked this up from the airport, hung out all day, shop hangs. And it's cold. It's about 8 o'clock at night. We have 16-ish hours on the way home. So I think we're just gonna drive through the night, swap off, and maybe hit some stops along the way when the sun comes up. We'll see, you know, catch the vlog and stuff. But this was for the most part, come out here, buy the Tourer V, got it for a great price. Luckily the dude was pretty cool and, you know, kind of looked underneath, looked behind panels, all that, looked really clean, not a lot of rust. And yeah, so now we'll make the trip back home. Has a fresh oil change. Oil levels are good. It's been warming up. And then we're heading out. So I'll see you guys on the road. And we are finally back home. The Chaser made it no problems, was a trooper. The guy that Dylan bought it from told us that he did an oil change. I don't know if he did any other maintenance and stuff beforehand, but it made it here, no problems. It floats. Yeah, exactly. I will say JZ over anything else.
Big shouts out to Dylan, big shouts out to Dre, and big shouts out to you. Appreciate you.
Always,
This
always.
probably wouldn't have happened. I wouldn't have gone. I wouldn't have made the trip.
It
I
would-
wouldn't have gone, honestly. So.
No, it was fun. We did decide that if we're ever to do this again, we are getting sleep before we go on the trip, and we're
staying
gonna
the fucking night.
we're
dude.
gonna get it.
not
We're gonna
do
get
this
a hotel or something. Yeah, no, that was kind of crazy because before I went and picked him up, and then we came back to mine, and I think he said he got like an hour of sleep, and I got like 2 hours of sleep, and then we flew out at. We left my house at 4:30 in the morning, and then yeah, now we're back here. So overall, really clean, no issues on the way back. Like I said, it just floats. We just took turns driving and stuff. Catch ourselves doing like 90, 100, no problem. No rust underneath. Behind the panels of the quarters, everything looks straight. Looks like nothing was repaired. It does have 104,000 kilometers or something.
Now.
So it's like 65,000 miles on the 1J. I think S2 tails, I think if they're not clear in the middle and they have the, what do you call that? Tinted or smoked. If they're the smoked inners, I think they're S2. And if you guys saw on the dash, that little light, I think that's for the third brake light, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, other than that, I mean, cranked out. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. I know you guys probably enjoyed seeing some of the shop footage as well. So again, comment down below, go tell him to start a channel, and maybe I'll be out there more with the $50 tickets. Can't really beat that.
Plane tickets. Clutch.
Go out there early in the morning
It was cheaper
and
to fly
and
out
help
there
him.
than drive back.
Yeah.
I spent
Oh,
more
yeah,
money on
oh,
gas
yeah.
on the way back.
And even if it was the more expensive ticket to go later, it was like
Literally.
100 and
I paid for both of our tickets,
And it was-
still more expensive to drive one car back.
here to, that's it, you know? But I don't think I got anything else to say. You hype? I know you're hype.
I'm hyped. I'm tired. I'm ready to go home.
Yeah, he still has an hour from my house. So like, comment, subscribe, comment maybe one of your favorite of other Dylan's cars, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Later.